just for variety, instead of always featuring Roseville, we'll feature San Rafael doing the same thing, except at a much smaller scale. Never-ending war on vegetation based on human beings deciding the shape and type of vegetation. Yeah, skeletonize that thing. It looks way better. Can barely even tell there's a plant there anymore. Exactly what we all wanted. But of course, the most frustrating part is watching them edge all of the invasive fire fuel and leave that fire fuel on the ground. Thanks for the noise pollution and making the plant uglier. So when exactly do you think they'll get to this that was allowed to grow back after what I'm sure was the exact same treatment last year? Look at these full, healthy plants here in the middle. Well, we can't have that. I'm sure they will get butchered next. At least it's just your tax dollars being wasted on this. Oh, and there's the poison. Can't not have poison. Only another minute down the road, I have the proof of the failed system used every single year, actually multiple months per year. Jesus. And to maintain this masterpiece in the median. And this is the same thing applied to the hillside. Same problem recurring every year. Instead of just doing something intelligent that might actually bring the problem to a resolution. Now, some might say, oh, why are you so worried about that? Well, it's not harmless because this stupidity is now being applied to forestry. Who thinks that if I walk up to that hill, I'm not going to be able to prove that all the yellow are the problem plants that I claim that they are going to be? Well, let's go find out. And by the way, let's look at this phenomenal landscaping. Boy, it's just a work of art. Now, before I proceed to go make fun of the landscaping, I will say something positive, or at least an improvement over some of the urban sprawl that I was documenting. This is point leaf manzanita. It's native, and it's obviously part of the landscaping. Good job. Using native plants that are going to survive here with little help. Gee, who would have thunk it? Now, as I proceed over here, I was gonna make a joke when I was filming that guy. Can you tell where he maintenanced? And yes, I'm going to make up my own word. Maintenanced versus where he didn't? Because it's all mind-bogglingly ugly and stupid. I really can't tell. And I couldn't tell while he was working. I was going to say, can you tell where he's been, where he hasn't been? Anyway, let's get across before I get run over. And you see human stupidity instantly. You see all the problem plants just get chopped up and left on the ground, and instantly I have my proof that these are slender oats and other annual European grasses just piled on top of each other, just layer after layer of problem plants brought over by European agriculture. Gee, I wonder why they're still here year after year. Maybe because you chop them up and leave them on the fucking ground, where somehow invasive plants with invasive characteristics find a way to come back. All the way up the hill. Only exceptions are the trees. Wow.